Southern boys with the proper strength.
This is tactical fishing, where I break down the ins and outs of bass fishing. You know, I have my videos where, you know, I go to different places, ponds, lakes, etc. You know, I talk a little bit about what I'm doing, but here at Fisherman's Huddle, I break it down to the nitty-gritty, all the way down to the bone. So, first of all, if you're looking for a great swim bait, you're searching around, you don't know where to land at, there's a lot of great baits out there. Check out KVD Strike King. It's perfect plastic, great bait. The reason why I like it because it's a clear bait. It has a paddle tail on it. You see right through it. Usually I use a 3/0 hook with weighted, and I string it up. And I just love the action. I like the paddle tail that goes with it, and it's a clear bait, crystal clear bait. It mimics a small brim, you know, and so that's awesome. So check that out. And also, if you're looking for weights and you're fishing around and you haven't settled with anything, try tungsten weights, man. Check them out also. And mystery tackle box. It's a great and cool thing to get, you know, expensive baits on the low. You know, one of these boxes contains like $30 worth of fishing lures, you know, how-tos, from jigs to deep diving crankbaits, everything in just one box. And I'll spill it again. You know, to get that discount, that $5 discount on your first box is G-E-E-T, and you can get your first box for $5 at a value of about $30. So let's get to it. All right, today let's cover some heavy stuff. Let's get to the heavy stuff. Today I was throwing something. I was talking to the guy at Bass Pro Shops, and I wanted something with not a lot of wobble, you know, because I use a certain bait that had too much wobble in it. I wanted something with that realistic flavor to it, you know, where it just moves a little bit. And I'm talking about deep diving crankbaits. You know, the ones that I fish would have too much wobble, and I wanted something with that just natural flow to it, you know what I'm saying? So I picked up the, look at this name, Pro Shad 7, what is this, B785 feet, it goes 8 feet. It's the Bad Shad. I won't, because I know you can get them at Bass Pro Shops. But it's a cool, slimmer look to the fish. Not fat, it's really slim. And I threw this today, I worked this today, and it has great movement. And if you're a new fisherman, man, you want to match the hatch, match the hatches. Match the hatch means you get lures and baits that look like the bait fish or things that they might be crunching on, like crawls with a certain color. You know, you roll with that. You know, if the crawfish are dark, they don't have any crawls. Okay, I do. I have Guggen baits. You know, you want to get stuff that match the hatch, you know. If you don't know anything about crawls, or use football jig, throw a football jig, preferably dark color, you know, and you attach this on. And you want to match the hatch, man. And so, I mean, this was a great bait to use, man. I mean, I bought several more of these. I actually stocked up on these at Bass Pro Shop, but it has a very tight wobble. I mean, you can barely see the thing move. It's a very tight wobble. I like that. I like realism when it comes to fishing, because I know fish, they want to hit stuff that's realistic. You know, they want to hit something that's like bouncing all over the place, like it's having a seizure or heart attack. You know what I'm saying? You want to use baits like that. You're gonna go as real as possible and mimic the fish or the surrounding things around the fish to get that strike. And that's very, very key. And that's what I learned in my 4 years of bass fishing and grinding it out every single day, hour after hour, day after day. No catches for days and months to catches, big days, long days. I learned how to match the hatch, man. And that's key to bass fishing. Get things that look very similar, man, to what you're throwing. And we're gonna move right on to a very good winter bait. It's the lipless crank bait. And if you see, most fishermen, they're throwing things that look like craws because the fish are munching on craws. And I've caught a fish the whole lip, the inside of the lip is red because they're munching on craws. And it's a very, very good color to use this time of year during the winter time. They're using dark colors, crawfish, like particularly black, more so black, and touches of red around the back. And this is during the winter time, this is a great bait to use because you're mimicking a dying shad. That's what basically a lipless crank does. You know, when you throw it down the water, let it sink to the bottom, and you give it a jerk. And when you jerk it, it flutters. It flutters. And you let it sink back to the bottom. Yeah, so basically a fluttering bait just basically goes back and forth, back and forth. You can, during the winter time, how you would use this is you let it sink to the bottom, you pull your rod up, and you just let it, and it gives a flickering. It drops it back down. It's a flickering motion. But during the winter, you can basically just reel this thing on and pop it as fast as you want, you know, based on what the fish you want. And that's the key of fishing. Find out what the fish you want, how they like it. You basically serve them on the platter. Moving right along. Yeah, nits. Now, previously, in every video, I mentioned this. Then clutch thing that I catch all my fish on, which I don't like it, but it's the go-to. It's always in my arsenal. It's like the last resort, you know, because me personally, I don't want to catch big fish, personal best fish on worms all the time. For me, it's like a pain in the neck, seriously pain in the neck, because the majority of fish that I've caught is, big fish, you know, were on worms. And this one is, I mentioned it before, a Guggen bait. I collect Guggen baits. I like them. I like the people. I've watched a lot of these guys for like 4 years, so they have their own baits. It's Guggen baits. It's the Guggen bait Slim Shake worm, pure passion. So bust it open, throw that Slim Shake, and they hit it. They love it. But how I would throw this, you throw it out, let it sink to the bottom, and I tried to give it, or like I said, it's always been the clutch thing, and also it's on I was just trying to save a little bit of money, so I'm using it's like a Ned rig, but I'm using a crappie lure. It's heavy, it's weighty. All right, let's keep rolling. Last, this is something, I like trying new stuff on the channel. I like trying new baits and new tactics. As a matter of fact, I was looking through YouTube to find something. I scrolled upon a guy who I watched, Tyler's Real Fishing. He has a hot channel, a young kid, he's doing this thing. And I was watching, I was like, okay, I'm looking for something new. You know, what can I do? What's cool? So I'm scrolling through the channel. I come across Tyler's Real Fishing, and he has this chain fluke contest he's doing with himself. So he has one fluke on, so once it hits a fish on that fluke, he adds another fluke. and another fluke, and another fluke. You end up with like 5 flukes. So I decided today to fish with the same concept. So it's basically to draw the fish in, so it looks like a bunch of fish swimming. So this can draw in, I'm thinking in my head striper, you know. Most people throw an umbrella rig. This is something similar to that, but you can, it's just in a sequence line. When I threw this out, and they move perfectly, like 2 behind each other, just in sequence. So what I did was tie this up to open knot hook. It's a 2-aught hook, and I use my little Bass Pro little ball hooks, put it on the back for weight. I use a swivel, tied another one on. The same idea. I mean, the action is great. How I usually fish swim baits is I throw it out and I let it sit at the bottom, and I'll pop it 3 times. Always do my baits as realistically as possible. So I move this bait just barely off the ground, some quick 1, 2, 3. Now let it sit for about 4 seconds. 1, 2. Let it sit 4 seconds. 1, 2, 3. Sit 4 seconds. Then I'll start to reel, like a slow reel, because you know, well, the place I was fishing at, I could do any type of reel because exploring is like a fishing spa. It stays warm year round, even in the wintertime. So I can reel anytime, but if you're anywhere else, you know, you want to reel it, you know, like a slow reel. You know? And I'm basically doing the same thing when I'm letting the bait sit. So I'm reeling, 1, 2, 3, let it drop for about 2 seconds, reel it, 1, 2, let it sit, you know, 2 seconds, reel, and so on and so on. It was a cool bait to throw, and I'm gonna be doing a lot more of this kind of stuff because it attracts fish. You know, when a big fish is multiple fish, it attracts them and other fish, and that's pretty fun. And then we talk about the rods. The majority of my rods are like mixed rods, man. I mean, I can throw anything. It's a medium light. I can throw anything on these rods. I mean, open cast. I'm gonna bump it up to a bait caster. You know, when that tax money come, I got money to blow. So I have money to blow, so I'm gonna open up a bait caster. I'm gonna be cooking on that. And also, don't forget to check out, make sure you rat. Carl's Bait and Tackle Mystery Tackle Box. You go to mysterytacklebox.com and get yourself a fresh hookup. These come out every month and they always mix it with some cool stuff. And let me see. Okay, I have nothing. But I mean, it has some great stuff in it. But make sure you check out, you know, Mystery Tackle Box.
No, they don't want none. They looking scared, no, they don't really want none. We some southern boys with the farmer strength.
A bass fisherman's victory is in their preparation. They toil day and night to prepare for one day. And in their preparation, they're ready. They're capable. They have trained. They're willing. And their tirelessness to be victorious is inevitable. Victory is within their grasp because they see it, they know it, and they know one cast can bring them in. Fish of a lifetime. Victory is in preparation, and with preparation comes victory.
Oh my God, dude. This is forever, bro.